The idea for homecoming comes out of the stewardship committee, and we thought it would be a good time of year to invite people back, maybe that we haven't seen for a while, or even people that come regularly, just to get together in a homecoming type environment, to have some fellowship together, and that's why we're doing one service, so people can intermingle. A lot of times we find people at 9 o'clock service don't know people from 11, so one service gives us an opportunity to celebrate and be together as a church family.
For me, it's a really exciting day, and it's going to be a day where in worship we'll celebrate those themes, and then after worship we're going to have a great brunch, and that's really where the relationships happen, you know, talking across the table, pass the bread, whatever. And so I'm excited about the meaning that the day holds for us. I think it's going to be a good day.
What does First Bethel mean to me? Family. It's not my family by birth, it's not my family by marriage, but it's my church family. And every time I come, I get welcomed home like they haven't seen me in forever, or they saw me yesterday. It's a place where I can let my kids speak kids, and they let that happen. But it's a place where I can learn to grow.
I picked this church because it was so close to where I lived, and I wanted my daughter to grow up in this church. And because we were close, and if I didn't have a car, she could come down by herself to, you know, to MYF and that. And now she's running all the daycare and nursery school things, so we've found our home here.
What we found here was a church family that are very dear to us and important to us in our lives. And they have uplifted us and pushed us in our faith journey. That's the kind of church it is for us.
Isn't that what church is all about? It's family. And I think of even outside the church, one of my big things is we all have to work together. We're humans, we live in society, work together. So whether it's in the church or out in public, we have to be family.
I saw the church as I'm driving by, and I thought, that's a really pretty church. So when I got home, I told Jim that we should look at going there. So the next Sunday, there we were in the pews. And what I learned was that as pretty as the church was outside, the people were even nicer. They were generous and welcoming. And we felt immediately like we were part of the congregation.
Probably the thing that I've loved the most about First Bethel is just how they've embraced my children. I think Lily's become a really outgoing young lady, and she's really willing to like try new things, and I really think the whole entire reason that she is the way she is because of First Bethel.
This is like a second family. We come here and, you know, they're all good people, got to know them fairly well, and we've got involved with a lot of the ministries here, so, and it involves a lot of our time, and we're glad to do it. So it's First Bethel has been very good for us.
It's kind of hard to describe, but it's a feeling that you get when you're here with these people. They're loving, caring, and we all have a common goal, and that's to worship and honor God here.
It's a place where I come to be fed spiritually on Sunday mornings, and a lot of times on Wednesday evening at discipleship classes. It's also where I feel I can use my gifts and my talents for God, either doing a mission trip or coming to set up a table for hospitality, whatever I do. Again, it's just a place where I feel like I can use my gifts and my talents for the good of God.
Well, it's been really fun. I mean, growing up through the church, going up through all the Sunday schools, and just meeting new people, meeting new friends, and having fun.
We all have our personalities, our differences, our quirks, but I think in the end, if we view ourselves as a family of God, then we need to uphold each other and surround each other and deal with those differences and love people in spite of their differences. And that's what I feel that First Bethel really does. We do that well. And that's why I always maintain being this part of this church.
It's like something I look forward to during the week because I get to like take a break from school and everything and just hang out with my friends and family.
There's lots of opportunity to become involved. So if somebody's looking for a church just to come to church, it's a very satisfying place as far as that goes. But if somebody's looking not only for a church but to plug in and to be in ministry for Christ, this is a great place to come because there's a variety
ways to do that.
I don't come to church out of a sense of habit or custom. I come to church out of a sense of anticipation and sometimes need and sometimes a desire to serve. And so that has to happen for me to show up, and I'm still showing up. Yeah.
I would hope you would come to our church and join us in service and experience it. I think we have an excellent music program. For the size of our church, it's one of the best that I have ever seen.
It's a lovely church. We have a wonderful preacher. We have a good family that you can join, and there's lots of activities that people can get involved in. And everything's been very good here for me, and I think anybody else that came into our church family, we would love to have them.
We thank God that First Bethel is not just a building. It's not just a building. It's a place of refuge. It's a place of fellowship. It's a place for all of us to meet, to encounter Jesus Christ. It's a safe place.
The nice thing about First Bethel is that it's large enough and it's small enough in that you can get to know a lot of people. It's small enough that when there's a new person comes in, a new visitor, you can tell that person's a new person and that you need to greet them and fold them into the church because you want new people to come in.
Again, you be yourself, you come, and you don't have to work to be friends with everyone. Everyone's so friendly that you just, I think, fit in.
It's definitely a place of acceptance. It's a place where you can come and be yourself. It's a place to be loved, and I'm definitely loved here.
I think you should come to First Bethel because if you're looking for answers, so are we, so join us for the journey. That's the kind of church we are. We don't have it all. We're not perfect. We don't have all the answers. We're just trying to find them.